All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown Day 267 by my count. So, what's going down? What's going on? We've got, shenanigans. I mean, I don't have the direct update. I'm not watching these hearings. They're in Arizona. Like, I don't even... Look, I'll just be honest. I'm not smart enough to sort all this stuff out, but this is what's going on. These aren't really hearings, right? I mean, like, I guess technically we are hearing, you know, we are hearing them talk, so it is a hearing, but they're making it seem like as if they're presenting evidence in a court of law, and they really aren't. Now, I don't know if that matters. It's just that there's a lot of stuff to explain and go over, right? We're talking about, oh God, you know, election integrity at a granular level that is intended to help create a narrative that there is widespread, significant, impactful voter fraud or voter disenfranchisement, and that the outcome of the election could be changed or impacted. Or, as I've said before, this is just right-wing excuse-making for losing. When the Democrats lose, they say it's gerrymandering and voter suppression and these other somewhat like I don't know, I consider them vague. It's like, yeah, I see how gerrymandering can change districts and stuff, but like votes, like Democrats gerrymander too, you know, because if you're fighting back against their gerrymandering, then you're just gerrymandering a way you want it to go. Voter suppression is also a little vague to me. Like, how do you, like people know they can vote, and they have to register to vote, and then they have to, like, go vote. Like, it's not some kind of grand conspiracy to somehow mislead people about their right to vote. I mean, it's not the civil rights era where people were like, maybe different states even had different laws, and, oh no, we can all vote now? Oh, and there's misinformation? No, it's like, people... They know to vote. They're just, again, it's just excuse making for losing. So the issue is, are they revealing actual relevant information in these hearings? Because I basically see like right-wing Twitter is ablaze with, that's it, look at this, wow, look at this testimony, and look at this evidence and all this stuff, and it's like, all right, well, that's been my glib joke is, all right, let's do it, let's get it going. If it's really, you know, if it's really this like obvious, it's this widespread, it's this significant, let's do it up, because if our elections are dysfunctional, well, then we've got a lot of work to do. But if they're able to, for example, overturn enough ballots, they find evidence of enough, call it fraudulent or invalid or whatever, and it does prevent an electoral ruling, and it goes to like House delegation, or it just flips districts, or it just flips states, and it just changes the outcome after the Biden people have already done their victory lap and started talking about appointments and, you know, committees to appoint people to appointed positions, and then he's talking about, you know, all this stuff. Like, it's a foregone conclusion in their minds, and I imagine it probably is, but like, God, you just don't understand the level, like, the level of shenanigans that either party will go to in order to win, and so it's just kind of just not good. Not good at all. There's some other, this is like idiocracy level stuff. Biden announced that all of his press staff or press team, we're going to be women. And it's just like, this is just like what this Biden administration is going to be like. It's just going to be this like obnoxious pandery garbage, like make them all women. I mean, not saying all the women he appoints aren't going to be competent. Surely at least some of them will be, but that's not the point. The point is that this obnoxious, like, my administration is so progressive, we're gonna just appoint nothing but women. And it's just like, oh God. And it's just gonna be nothing but this for, 4 years at least. I mean, he broke his foot playing with a dog. Like, I mean, it's Monday. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're still pandemicking. I don't know. It's just gonna be tough. And this is my real issue. And I had a friend tell me I'm jaded, and I feel like I'm just being a realist here. Joe Biden doesn't care about the welfare of women. He does not. Oh, he wants you to think he does, because women are impressed by this kind of language. I'm not quite sure why. There's just power politics at play, and this is pandering trash. I'm not jaded. People need to stop being fooled by this. Oh, it's Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, he's got a Werther's in his pocket for you. He's bounce you on his knee and tell you a story. Oh God, he has some grandchildren. Those are his grandchildren. Your children are not his grandchildren. He doesn't care personally about any of you. I mean, he would say the opposite, and then I just look like I'm the jaded one. I understand that. But that's not who is behind Biden either. He's bringing on, like financial sector, vultures and war hawks from the Obama years. And it's just, we're going to get more drone bombings. People are saying we will be in a war soon. And I want to make noise about this in order to prevent that from happening. And so then if it doesn't happen, you go, okay, fine, then we didn't go to war. But that was because everybody made noise about it, because we really shouldn't go to war for a while. What are you doing? Oh, God. Go. Monday. So, yeah, I mean, people are getting flippant about this election results stuff, too. They're like, if you're not looking at all the evidence, that's your problem. You need to, like, pay attention. And it's just like, okay, pay attention to, like, it's like, pay attention to what people are saying in this big news conference, is what it is. I mean, it's basically what it is. It's a big news conference where they're saying, hey, look at all this evidence. That's not the Supreme Court ruling on anything. That's not smoking gun. Someone comes out and says that they were paid to engage in voter fraud or whatever. Like, that's not... It seems like it's just noise. And I get that they kind of have to make noise, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know what the... I don't know. It's like watching a lawyer drama and thinking that it's like real court cases, you know? It's, and then I'm supposed to sit here and absorb all this stuff that may or may not be relevant to anything in the long run, right? I'm tired of paying attention to things that don't, that ultimately don't have a lot of, impact. Like, it's just that's what we did for the last 4 years, was the news constantly shrieking about all these things that are terrible, and then you kind of like look into them, and most of them were non-issues. Trump feeding some goldfish. Trump gets 2 scoops of ice cream. I don't know why that needed to be written down by anyone, anywhere ever. Donald Trump paid prostitutes to pee on a bed. Just all this trash. And it's just... And then now it's just the right wing are doing it. Oh, look at all this stuff. It's a scandal. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe. Let's see some flames then. Let's do it. Let's get it going. Because the American people can't really... I don't think we can take too much more of all this stuff. Like, it's just pandemic, elections, scandals. It's our national debt, student loan bubble. You know, California has a crazy energy crisis, but they're going to convert all vehicles to electric vehicles in 10 years or some garbage nonsense. Yeah, but you can't keep the lights on right now. Where do you think the power comes from to charge the electric cars, guys? Just all these kind of intersecting problems, housing issues, the economic meltdown that is coming, okay? Like, it's kind of here. People have felt the sting. That's why we're arguing about stimulus and all this stuff. We're going to give people another 1,000 Trump bucks or whatever. Not going to be enough, guys. Not going to be enough. But they're going to try to pack their stimulus bill with all this pork and trash and all kinds of nonsense, and be like, well, why won't you vote for it? If you don't want to give the American people money, why are you withholding that? Because you're trying to pass a bunch of other nonsense. Ugh. It's dirty games. Dirty games. It's why these things are happening. What's the solution? Student loan debt forgiveness? We don't know, we don't know what that looks like, right? I mean, will that devalue our currency? Because the value of the dollar buys you education. So if you discount the education down to 0, that means that the dollar is worth less because it buys you something that is worthless? I don't know. I don't know how this works. And there will be people who will be mad because they paid back their loans. I don't know. You refund their money to them? It's just a disaster. And to be quite honest, I mean, I'd take 0% interest on my student loans. But I don't really want the government to pay off my student loans. I don't want them to take your tax money and pay me because I wasn't good enough at animating to get a job animating. Or pivot to some other industry and, be successful in it. I don't want to take your money because I can't 3D model well enough to, get a higher paying job or whatever, right? I want a job, and my jobs kept getting outsourced and sent overseas. So I had a reasonably decent job, and then it just went away. Not really my choice, right? Try to do art. Apparently, people don't want my art. Not in the capacity, not in the professional career sense, man, when's my next gallery showing? That's not happening. Oh, we need this guy to work on our game production team or movie production or whatever. Not the case. But that doesn't mean I want to take your money because I made a poor decision thinking that basically a technical school for learning animation would actually help me get into a career. Well, there's some optimism for Monday for you. Is it nice? Is it fun? Are we feeling good? November is over. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.